Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark those calendars. We got a solar eclipse that will occur on June 10th, 2021 in North America. So especially if you are on the East Coast, you will get the best sighting of it. So just mark those calendars and see if you can get out there and spot it in the sky. So we're just 2 weeks away from this eclipse. Now, we just got done with the solar eclipse and blood moon. This is now a lunar eclipse. So all of the North will see it, including Canada. And they're also talking about northern parts of Greenland. They will see it. And also it will even be seen in the North Pole. So this is going to be a full eclipse, and it will last roughly for an hour and 40 minutes. An hour and 40 minutes. Now, the last time there was one, I believe people on the West Coast could see it. But do you believe during the time of full totality, it even got a little dark here? Because I remember watching everything dim. But they said we wouldn't see it on the East Coast, but we saw the effects of it. And that was last year. Okay, while the US will miss out on the Ring of Fire part of the eclipse, folks who live on the East Coast and the upper Midwest will get a chance to see a partial solar eclipse just after sunrise. So I'm definitely going to be looking for this. Well, I mean, if it's too overcast, I guess I'll be viewing it online. So a partial solar eclipse will look like the sun has bitten a chunk out of, the moon. But this will look spectacular. That's one thing I love the solar eclipse. So the metropolitan areas will view a partial solar eclipse at sunrise in Toronto, Philadelphia, New York, according to the Great American Eclipse website. So they said, along with the Atlantic coast, the very best view of the deep partial eclipse will be from the beaches of New Jersey, tall buildings in New York. So where you don't have any type of obstruction from the view. So what is a solar eclipse? Sometimes when the moon orbits the earth, it will move between the sun and earth. And when this happens, the moon blocks the light from the sun from reaching the earth, NASA said. And that causes an eclipse of the sun or solar eclipse. So during the eclipse, the moon casts a shadow onto the earth. Why is it called a ring of fire? In addition to the more familiar total and partial solar eclipses, sometimes an annular eclipse occur, such as the one in June 10th. The annular eclipse is when the moon covers the sun's center, leaving the sun visible outer edge Okay, so you will see the outer edge of the sun. And when you see that form, that is a ring of fire. Okay, because the moon is further away from Earth, it seems smaller. So it does not block the entire view of the sun. So during the annular eclipse, the moon in front of the sun looks like a dark disk on top of a larger sun colored disk. This creates what's called a ring of fire around the moon. So, according to space.com, a fitting analogy is placing a penny on top of a nickel, and the penny represents the moon, and the nickel represents the sun. The solar eclipse glasses must be worn at all times during the annular or partial solar eclipse to avoid, blindness. And don't put sunscreen in your eyes like a couple of dumb people did a few years ago. I laughed at that. I remember I did a video on that. Okay, so it can be dangerous if you're not properly prepared. NASA warns to never look directly at the sun, but many people sun gaze. We know that. It can permanently damage your eyes. It is only during the total phase of the eclipse that it is completely safe to view the sun with the naked eye, said eclipse chaser Fred Epenak, a retired NASA. Okay, so he's an astrophysicist. All right, so the total eclipse in the United States will be on, the next one that will be a total eclipse will be April 8th, 2024. Boy, and they are obsessing over that eclipse. There are so many articles out here. At one point, I was seeing articles almost every day about April 8th, 2024. So they know, I think their spirits know that things are not good for them. And they know this is all going to end. It's going to all end, y'all. It really is. The world will not end, but their rulership on this world will definitely be over. And it will be visible along a path from Texas to Maine, weather permitting. Man, I hope that's the clearest day in American history at April 8th, 2024. But I also hope June 10th is a clear day too. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.